Hello YouTube, welcome to episode 14 of our Thera Tales D&D session. As you can tell from the screen, we have a very different setup. For the past 4-ish episodes, our wonderful druid Zeph has been missing. This session, and probably a few sessions after this, who knows how long it's going to take, we are going to delve into where Zeph's been and what's been going on in her life. So you guys are excited for today's episode, like, subscribe, comment, all that good YouTube algorithm stuff, and let's get into it.
Oh,
say what is up, YouTube? I'm on the greatest YouTube channel ever.
words.
Things.
Stuff. That was a lot of words.
Toys.
Everyone has failed me.
I'm sorry. Rubber goose. Words.
I would just like to say I have yet to say anything up till now.
Okay, are you gonna fail me too?
Oh, most assuredly.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Alright. So we are going to pick up in the desert, or in the wastelands that we were once in oh so long ago when the party was still separate. Zeph, you, Solomon, Six, and Esmelda just saved a little girl from a horrifying monster in the middle of a lightning storm.
Yep.
And as you were rushing over to your rest of your party as they're trying to calm this little girl down, you see a burst of lightning fly through the ground aimed at Solomon and his giant metallic weapon that he's for some reason using in a thunderstorm. And you push him out of the way, and just before the lightning strikes you, there's a bright flash, and everything goes dark. And after some amount of time, you have no idea how much time, you wake up. There's a cold surface underneath you. You're kind of lying on your side. It's very dark in whatever you are. And there's a cold, very hard surface underneath you. You also feel no nature around you.
I don't like this. I am going to take a moment and just listen to see if I can hear anybody or anything around me. Yeah, I'm just gonna listen for my.
After a few moments, or after a few minutes of just kind of sitting there and listening, besides your own breath, the only thing you hear is the occasional drip of water.
I guess I will get up off the table and can I tell if I'm in a room or
you are a large open space. Do you have dark vision?
I'm blind.
Oh.
So I have blind sight.
Right, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's rock underneath you. You're in some sort of cave.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me check what spells I have really quick. Yeah, nope, nothing that isn't usable. Alright, I am going.
How long, or how far is your blind sight?
It's only 60 feet. It's not very far.
Yeah, you have 2 directions to walk. You don't know which way is which. You don't know which way goes further into the cave, which way goes maybe to the surface. But left or right?
Can I try to smell if I can smell fresh air?
You cannot. It's very dank air. You could tell you're pretty deep in this cave just by the fact that you don't sense any nature, any animals. I don't know if you can sense insects. Can you sense insects? Is that something you're attuned to?
I can talk to everything, so I think I would be able to tell if they're insects. But I mean, let me look at my little firebulk shit. These plants. Let's look at my spells. I think I'd be able to tell if there are insects nearby, but I don't think I can communicate with them.
Oh, yeah, there are no insects nearby.
Oh, in fact, shit.
There is no living things. Also, you cannot... the dripping of the water, you could tell, is coming from your left.
I'm gonna head left, then.
Okay.
Yep.
After about 10 minutes of kind of stumbling around, you realize you are going deeper into the cave. But you do come across a small stream in the middle of the cave. And there are some like salamanders or newts or something of the kind that kind of live in the water. But they are ancient, and they feel you can tell that they have not moved or thought in a long time. They just kind of hang out in this deep dark cave and live in this water.
I'll just look at them and go, oh, sorry to bother you. Just gonna turn around, and I'm gonna start walking the opposite direction.
You get no response from them.
Yeah,
They probably don't even realize that you existed for the brief moment that you were there.
that's fine.
But yeah, it takes about 45 minutes before you feel the presence of another being. And as you continue walking to the right in this direction, you can kind of hear the sparking of a fire, the crackling of a fire, towards the front of a cave, which you can now hear the wind in. Kind of directing you that you are closer to the surface than you were when you went to see the newts.
I'm gonna keep going a little slower, just so I don't startle them, but also so I can tell if there's people there before they notice me.
Yeah, when you get within 60 feet, you sense a single person. And I say person in the loosest terms possible, because it's a humanoid figure. But you can tell that this being has some sort of power around him, something that most humans probably wouldn't have. You haven't felt this kind of power since you were with Gaia.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Do you know where I am? My name's Zeph.
And as you kind of come out and say this, and we're gonna talk like you can see, because I'm just using like top vision here, and top can see where people look.
Yeah.
He kind of looks up at you, and you kind of can get the basics of what he looks like. You don't get like any insane details, but you can tell that he's very old and doesn't have a lot of meat on his bones. Very skinny, almost like he's been fasting for a long time.
I respect that.
And he kind of looks up at you and he says, "I'm sorry. Repeat your question. I was lost in thought."
Oh, sorry if I interrupted. I was just wondering, if you knew where I was. Last thing I remember, I was in a lightning storm, and my name is Zeph. Just so you know who I am, I guess.
You were in the land of the lost, a land of the forgotten, a place that very few visit because most don't even bother to think. Much like you seem to have been forgotten as well.
Sounds about right. Land of the Forgotten. Does it have another name, or is it just what it's called?
It has gone by many names over the years, but as have I, and as will you as you live.
That's very fair. What are you doing in this cave all by yourself?
Waiting for you, of course.
So, do you know why I'm in this cave then?
Because I saved you.
Oh, from the lightning.
From a horrifying death. One that would have ended you instantly.
I guess I appreciate it. Do you know if my friends are alright? Well, I guess they're not really my friends. My travel companions, are they alright?
I have no domain over those who have not been forgotten. I cannot tell you.
Well, are you hungry? I can make you some food as a thank you.
Please, cook for yourself. I will not eat.
Right? I'm just gonna cast good berries and just eat one of the good berries.
You do, in fact, do so.
Oh. Uh, Zeph's just gonna kind of sit quietly for a little bit, just thinking about like what happened. A little concerned that Solomon was injured before she arrived here. Uh, so, uh, uh, is it? I don't know if it's okay if I ask this, but why did you save me? If you said I'm forgotten, then I mean, shouldn't everybody have just forgotten about me then?
I saved you because you are vital. There are many things that are forgotten that must be relearned for this world to continue to thrive.
Yeah, my tribe says that quite a lot, actually. Uh,
You
they like.
must journey now.
They're...
You have much
Oh,
to learn, much to unforget.
all right. Am I going with you, or is this like a self journey? Like find your own path kind of deal.
It is up to you.
Oh, oh, uh, I mean, I don't want to trouble you at all. Um,
Dearest Zeph, no one has troubled me in, well, I've lost count of how long it's been. You were the
I mean,
first to speak to me in millennium.
are you lonely?
Can the forgotten truly be lonely?
I think so. Just because someone's been forgotten doesn't mean that they don't feel still.
Feeling. That is not something I've thought of in a long time.
Well,
I cast aside my feelings.
cast them aside, or did you lock them away so you wouldn't feel the pain of being lonely?
You have a very interesting perspective, Zeph. But no, I am forgotten. I must remain forgotten for this world to thrive. My
So,
feelings are the key to me being remembered, so I have cast them aside myself.
so if you're supposed to remain forgotten, am I gonna forget that I met you? Or will I remember since, as you said, I've been forgotten?
I cannot tell the future, dear Zeph. Maybe you will forget me. Maybe you will be forgotten yourself. Maybe you will be stuck here for all eternity with me. Let us go and find out the answers to these questions together.
Sure. Okay with that. Um, Zeph's gonna get up, stretch a little bit, and go. I think the exit's that way, right? Yeah, I smell fresh air going that way. As long as it's
We are in doubt. That is indeed the exit. But know
okay.
this. As soon as you leave this cave, you will have a lot of misery and sadness ahead of you. Staying in this cave will prevent all of that.
Then my life will account for nothing, and I don't really like staying still very much. Sadness loneliness, strife, whatever, it's only temporary. It's whatever you deal, how you deal with it, how you move on. People make their own happiness.
Well then, let us go. And he stands up as well, and begins walking towards the entrance to the cave.
Yep, I will follow after him.
As soon as you take a step out of the cave, you feel its presence behind you disappear. And you are now in the midst of a bustling jungle with insects buzzing around. You hear the cawing of birds, mammals of different types running around, foxes, bunnies, bigger mammals who you should probably avoid. There are lots of trees, grass, and off in the distance you also hear singing.
Oh. People. I'm just gonna like give myself a moment to like relax back in nature, like, oh, I miss you, nature.
And this being gives you an odd look, very confused about what you are doing.
Oh, I'm used to nature more than, well, anything else, and being away from it's kind of disheartening.
Well, what do we do
guess,
now?
I mean, I hear singing, and that's a little.
Got a lovely bunch of coconuts, lady.
Do you mean that singing?
Yeah.
Let's
Let's go see what it is. I guess.
When some the size of your head.
I shall follow you. Lead the way.
Alright. Zeph's just gonna start heading towards the noise, but keeping track of where those large mammals and animals that we don't really want to cross.
Everything seems to be staying pretty far away from you, scared off by the loud singing.
Okay.
You enter into a clearing, and there are 4 beings, I don't know if they're humans or not, I'll let them describe themselves, sitting around a campfire. Everyone, please go ahead and introduce yourselves. Give us the rundown of who you are and what you do. Okay, Arden,
I'll go first.
Oh, Wanda, go first. Sure.
Okay.
No, everyone was silent.
I am Wanda, and I am a barbarian, pink-haired satyr.
Okay. Varen, give us the deets.
Hi, my name's Varen. I am a human blood hunter. Found my way with this group here after I found them roaming through the wastelands on their way to some hilarious adventure. I suspect they'll be finding some troubles, so thought I'd tag along.
Cosmo, what you got?
I am Cosmo, the Magnificent, magician extraordinaire. Also a satyr.
Okay. Arden, hit us with those deets.
Well, hello. My name is Alden. I am a fighter, I guess, if you. And I'm quite amazing with the bow. I mean, it's literally what I do. Give me a target, I'll blow it away.
We will come to test that. Yeah, you 4 are sitting in the middle of this jungle, sitting around a fire, when these 2, a fireball and a very skinny, older-looking man, kind of come crashing out of the woods.
I'm going to stand up. Like, can I see them clearly?
Yeah, you guys have a fire, so it casts a good light on them.
Oh no, our fans found us.
Fan? Are you talking about the thing that you like wave air with? You found one?
Not another step closer.
Or what?
Put an arrow through you. I knock an arrow.
Now. There's no need for hostility, Arden.
It's not easy being famous.
I'm just saying. After the last creeper. Fuck no.
Are you merely lost?
I mean, I'm not actually sure where the hell I am.
Well, you're here.
You are correct. I am here. It's just knowing where here is. This is awkward. Can you please put the bow down? I'm not really wanting to get into a confrontation.
Maybe I'm just in the mood for some hunting. Care for some game?
If you would please put the bow down. Everyone calm down. And everyone feels a rush of calmness rush through them all. No one really feels like fighting anymore.
No.
Or singing, or dancing, or anything.
No, I put it on things. Hunting. I mean, I can help you with hunting. I just don't eat meat. But if you're hungry, I've got some berries. They'll kill you.
I could always go for a spot of berries.
Yeah, you're only gonna need one. I promise. It's like a full meal.
Well, that kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
I mean,
Are you supposed to be
really.
Australian, British? What are you?
Just let it happen.
It's a bloody thing. If you don't like it, fucking bite me.
Sorry, continue. I just, had to interject there.
My name's Zeph.
Hi, Zeph.
Hi.
I'm going to walk up and extend a hand.
I'm just kind of looking at the hand. Gonna grab it. My giant ass hand. Is this a custom where you're from? And I'm just like holding it, not shaking it, just holding.
It is a common greeting where I am from, and I begin to shake her hand. Zeph, it is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Cosmo. Please, come around our fire. Make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you. So, said you were on an expedition here or something? Where is here?
We are looking for inspiration for our next big performance.
Oh, you said you were famous, right?
Kind of. We will be. As soon as we find the perfect play.
There are several who know our names.
I am
like.
I mean, I know your name now, but you about it at the moment.
We have the creepy fan letters to prove it.
Some might also say they have a theme song.
It's not gonna happen.
It sounds good. Java juice.
I mean, Javas are delicious. So, you're just searching around this area looking for a play, you said?
Yes.
And the other two of your bodyguards? Or friends? Fans?
I don't know. They just came with us, and sometimes they get up on stage. It's fine.
I mean, I had a bod friend. Her name was Esmeralda. Esmeralda. Human girl. Have you ever met? I don't know if bods all know each other, or if that's not a
That
thing.
is a harmful stereotype.
I'm causing you harm. I apologize.
It takes.
Did I give you psychic damage? All right. So, still don't know where I am, but it's very nice to meet you all, and thank you for letting me sit around your campfire.
Not a problem. To answer the former question, this is Jolo.
Is that the furthest island? There's three
Mm,
for their names.
Madam, there are 3 continents.
Continents. That's what I meant.
I mean, I guess Australia is a continent and an island, so if
Aren't all continents kind of like islands?
Technically, kind of, yeah.
if you want to be really specific, technically like North and South America, which is 2 continents, takes up 1 giant island.
Yeah, but there's the 3 continents. We're not on the middle one. We're on the far right one.
Yep. Also, I haven't made a map on purpose.
Oh, I'm
Well, that's very helpful.
home.
No one has been to Jolo in a long time. There are no current maps. Like we
So
have
are
this-
we all like gathered around like an old road map, like studying this?
Currently, you guys are all gathered around the campfire.
So, Zeph,
Yes.
would you regale us with the tale of how you and your companion arrived here?
Just by the by, your companion is now sitting on top of a rock just outside of the circle, sitting crisscross applesauce, perfectly balanced on the tip.
He's chiropractic.
Something like. Well, I met this group a while ago, and we started traveling together because we were tasked by the king to.
You all know the king's call. It was very famous that he was calling for heroes to come and resurrect the gods. Most living beings who lived in Hito know about the call. No one was just. Most people were not stupid enough to go accept it.
My friend kind of well, I guess I don't know if he's my friend or not. Dragged me with him because I saved him from jail. And so we went on.
You saved him and he dragged you along?
Well, you see, he thought I was
A fool? He thought you were a fool.
No. He thought I couldn't protect myself. And so he, I guess in a way like you guys are, became my bodyguard until he learned that I can literally change into animals.
That would be
So
most
fine.
impressive to see.
Maybe later. And so we went on this journey, and then half the group just disappeared, and then we got into a fight, and my friend was about to get struck by lightning, and I pushed him out of the way, and then I woke up in a cave.
Not
Sounds
too.
like a rough weekend.
You know, not my worst day ever, actually. I've had worse.
You are in a temple that blew the fuck up, so.
Was I? What?
Yeah, that's the thing that happened.
Oh, there was what happened. I'm sorry.
It's so long since you played, you don't remember anything.
Yeah. Well, Yeah, I was in a temple that got blown up, and that was
That sounds very distressing.
wasn't that bad. I mean, if you're meant to die, you'll die. If you're not, you'll keep on going.
True words.
Yeah. So now I'm here. Meeting you guys, which I guess is fate.
So what will you do now?
That's a very good question.
One would assume making it back to your friends or your group would be paramount.
I'm not sure they even liked me. So
Well,
I mean, maybe.
then perhaps it is their loss.
What is it you're good for? I mean, obviously berries, so.
Would you like a demonstration?
Sure, by all means.
Very much so.
Ooh.
I'm gonna transform into a dire wolf.
Oh, mighty cuddly that.
Quite
Happy.
Do you like screeches behind ears?
I'm just gonna growl a little bit.
I'll take that as a maybe later.
Striking out yet again, Arden.
If you don't try, you don't know.
You miss every ball you fail to swing at.
If you don't
not supposed
fucking
to-
swing, you're not gonna hit the goddamn motherfucker.
Not all balls are meant to be swung at.
Right. Speaking of balls, do you fetch?
I'm sorry. Oh wait, no, crap! I can't speak.
Or you pick up a stick and throw it into the.
I'm gonna look back at him, and then change back into a purple. Have you ever seen a wolf chase a stick?
I've seen wolves do many things, but no, not chase sticks.
No. I'm quite myself when I change into creature. It's not quite like polymorphing where you gain the creature's intelligence.
I'll only offer the screeches behind the ears because I love it.
Against it, just they don't know you.
Okay, see, yeah, all right, yep, the whole arrow thing, yeah, all right.
Yeah, not great first impression, but I understand. You don't know me. I don't really know you.
I'm just kind of curious. Okay, random thought. So when you transform, are you still blind?
I don't think we ever discussed that. I'm.
Yes.
What is? Yes.
DM says yes.
Yeah. So yeah. Yes.
I'm just saying that'd be an excellent perk to transforming. Now you can see.
I mean, it makes all her other senses significantly better when she's a wolf.
Yeah. I mean, dire wolves get advantage on perception checks relying on hearing and smell, so it would make sense that I'm still blind.
But even more powerful.
As all this is going on, this unnamed figure stands up and walks up to Varen. And you all get, those of you who can see, get your first real good look at him. He has very dark, a dark complexion. He's completely bald. Doesn't have a beard or anything. He looks basically hairless.
I think I know who it is.
And he's...
Is it?
He is, like Zeph's, not saw, but saw, no meat on his bones. He looks like he's been, fasting for a long time. And he wears a very simple white tunic. And he kind of hobbles up to you, Baron, and reaches his hand out for your face.
Can I help you?
And very gently, his index finger and middle finger kind of caress the side of your cheek. And he looks at you and he says, The fates have not been kind to you, nor will they continue to be kind. I am sorry.
No, they haven't been, but we all make do.
Well.
Oh my god, I'm making a corn. y'all get to play or role play different characters here. It's all good.
Yeah, go ahead. Be there.
So what's an emaciated, hairless freak like yourself doing out here with a circle of the moon furball lost in this forest?
I rescued her from lightning, and now I journey to see what she will accomplish.
That
She
bored,
rode
huh?
lightning.
You all will play a very key role in her future. Whether that be positive or negative is yet to be seen.
Probably is going to die like the rest of them.
Everyone dies eventually.
Very true. It's the circle of life.
And it is quite true, which is why it is important to make the most of every day.
And leave our mark on history.
Well, that's if you get that knowledge back to someone that can read it.
No, I do not believe so. You will all be forgotten like me.
Ouch, rude.
No man is truly forgotten until the last time his name is spoken, my friend.
And I am forgotten.
Then tell
Not
me,
anymore.
what is your name, so that I may speak it?
Foolish Cosmo. Names have powers. Never speak the name of a being whose powers you do not understand. You may just call me the Forgotten.
It's perfect.
What? Just what Arden looks like?
No, that's what he's picturing the other guy as.
Except Terry Crews is way more muscular than this guy. This guy is literal skin and bone.
I'm just saying that Terry Crews is how I saw him on.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll accept that.
Okay.
You have a busy day ahead of you all tomorrow. Rest.
Quite right. Tomorrow, at first light, we begin our search again.
Oh. Would you like help on your search? I know these lands a little bit. Maybe not this area.
An extra set of hands is always welcome.
Awesome. Well, let's get some rest.
And with that, you all settle in for the night. And nothing of interest happens. I'm assuming you have a shift of watching stuff.
Yes.
No.
Well, I will discuss with Arden and Viren about watching. What race is Arden and Viren?
Varen's a human.
Arden.
And what's Arden?
You're muted.
He's muted. Okay.
Tabaxi.
Ah.
Yay!
Yeah, no. Think.
Which is
Arden's
totally
gonna be-
character.
Wait, you're making Puss in Boots?
Oh, shit. I am very upset with the idea of me having interrupted sleep. Like, this is not a thing to do with.
I'm under the impression that our group is just like super laid back and keeping watch isn't a priority.
Right. I imagine that our group is just very much like not. They don't understand that keeping watch is a thing.
Have you guys ever been attacked at night?
As of yet, no.
Only
Fear
by
not.
Cosmo's nose.
Fear not. I will watch over you as
Dear,
you sleep.
how have you stayed alive? Oh, thank you. I'm just gonna eye this group like, oh my god, how are they still alive? Oh,
Honestly, we don't understand it either.
you have luck on your side.
It's
Yes,
the-
quite lucky.
It's the singing and the British Australian accent.
That's scaring everything off.
Yes.
And the angry man in the corner.
Mm.
Oh, he is.
Arden talks when someone's coming to attack you all. Arden talks. They get so confused thinking about what kind of accent this really is. They just completely forget about attacking.
He's like a Cockney Brit that moved to Australia, so he's got a mixture of both.
Exactly.
Hello. Different lands. It's just how things fucking work if you don't like it. Jolene?
Tabaxi accent.
Anywho, you'll all settle in and have a great night's rest.
Oh,
And wake up at first lights. As the sun begins rising, so do you. And the Forgotten is still on the same rock he was when you all went to bed. He seems to be in some sort of meditation.
all right. Well,
So we go due north, yes? To the city?
which is, she's just gonna point in a random direction. That way?
No, that is south.
Shit, that way.
Nope, that is east.
Last try,
Oh.
dear.
All right, you know what? Start walking, and I will follow. Or just like push me in that direction, and I will go. No? Yes?
Yes.
Just gonna start walking.
You start walking west.
No.
Again, that is the wrong direction.
Oh,
Here, I will play my music for you as we walk, and you'll know if you're going in the right direction.
Oh, you play the dulcimer?
I'm gonna pull out my bagpipes.
Yeah. That was been a while.
I'm just gonna like facepalm, like, how have you been alive for so long? How have you survived?
Wanda then begins playing the Backstreet Boys on bagpipes.
I hate this
Fucking
one.
bards.
Back streets back. All right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That one is not copyrighted, right? Shit.
Not when we sing it. When we sing it horribly, we can do whatever we want. And I want it that way.
Is
I
that
thought-
the Forgotten one?
No, that's your DM being an idiot.
I mean, we knew that.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
I put in lots of time and effort into this, okay? I don't appreciate you guys making fun of me. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, you guys...
I almost felt bad.
No, you
Cheating
didn't. Don't lie to me.
I took absolutely none of that seriously.
I think that's probably smart. Yeah, you guys go north, and after about an hour of walking, come across a gigantic rushing river.
Fucking wall.
This may
Where
be
did we go?
slightly problematic.
You must cross the river to get to our destination.
Anybody brought an axe?
Hold on. How fast is it running?
Pretty freaking fast. It's fast enough that you probably shouldn't swim in it.
I can allow us to walk over it.
Yes. Does the kid don't want to get wet?
How wide is it?
You can barely see the other side in the distance. And estimate about
it's
a
a
mile.
river.
Probably about a mile across. If you had to give it a good guess.
So no way I'm making it in a single jump.
No, not unless you can jump a mile. And if you can jump a mile, then we have different things to talk about.
Rest assured, I can jump a mile.
I need to start setting your character up for the Olympics.
I mean, if you could jump a mile, like, that would be a great addition to our show.
That
Wouldn't
would
it
be a
though?
hell of an attraction.
You should start practicing that.
My dear, there are limits to the physical form.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe more realistic goals might help
Like
you.
what?
Like what?
As you all are bickering, the Forgotten One has already started walking across the water, and he's already halfway across.
All right, Are you
That
all?
is a man of action.
Are you all?
I'm going to immediately attempt this.
Oh, wait, hold.
You are immediately gonna fall into the water and get rushed away.
It
There he
doesn't
goes.
work.
And you
Okay,
thought we
never
were going to
get
be the
again.
ones to die.
Oh my god.
Roll a new character.
He's not dead yet. He's just being rushed down the river.
I guess I'll get out and return to the party.
Make me an athletics check.
Yay! My first roll. Bloody hell. That is a natural 16, and I don't know what my modifiers are. So is that a save or just?
Yeah, you saved. A 16 saves. You managed to swim yourself out of the water and get back onto shore, but you're about 200 yards down from the party. As
So sprint. Didn't work.
No,
Fuck.
no, I wasn't ready yet. I was gonna ask, are you all willing? Because if you're not, it doesn't work.
Well,
Yes?
now I'm bloody wet as it is.
I was trying to ask, and you just jumped. You know what? I'm just gonna cast it, and if someone's not willing, fuck it, and I'm gonna start walking.
yeah, Zeph starts walking across water.
I am willing, and I follow.
I am
follow.
so willing.
Arden, you're left
Whoa,
over there
whoa.
as the only one who already messed this up.
Well, it's still on him as long as he's willing.
Yes, but
Oh.
Arden, how trusting are you now that you've already failed?
I'm going to stick the proverbial toe into the water and realize it didn't go in. And be excited.
Yep, and you all make it across the water pretty easily. And the Forgotten One is on the other side, sitting in the sand waiting for you all. And there is a giant hill that you must now traverse up. It's all grassy though. You seem to have left the jungles behind. It's now a nice big old grassland. But the grass only comes up to like maybe your shins in like the highest areas.
Reminds me of home, does it not, Wanda?
Yes. Let's frolic.
My very thought exactly.
Maybe not. Oh, mind.
We're already off in the
We're already-
distance with
we're jumping and bounding away.
This group
I've
is-
got my pan flute out now.
That was kind
Now she's playing Bon Jovi.
how is this?
Oh, we're halfway there.
Whoa!
Living on a prayer.
I'm just gonna go to the Forgotten One and go, are you sure about this, people?
He doesn't answer you. He instead just stands up and begins following them. When you all reach the top of the hill, you realize you have there's another dip up to another even higher hill, but this dip is covered in beautiful flowers. This is a small valley with roses, sunflowers, tulips. That's all the flowers I can name off the top of my head.
Such a sight.
Lilacs, lilies, all sorts of different colors, and this valley is just filled with them, and it is beautiful.
I'm just gonna start talking to them, even though they don't respond. But I'm just gonna start talking to all the flowers as we walk. Just telling them how they are, and
You're telling them how they are. You are a good flower. You're doing just okay. You're doing excellently.
no, like how pretty they are, like how the fact that like in Gregorderus there's no life, no plants, and how this is like a breath of fresh air being around them again.
Yeah. How is everyone just kind of, or how carefully is everyone walking through?
Very.
Cosmo has like no worries at all.
I'm expecting somebody to die.
I am spinning around with my arms wide open, singing "The Hills Are Alive."
Like an idiot, I am also addressing the flowers.
I'm just gonna. Can you speak as well?
I don't think he heard you.
No.
Are you able to speak to plants as well?
You mean they fucking talk back to you?
Yes.
Blimey, you're weird.
That's not the first time I have heard that.
Weird is merely a matter of perspective, Arden.
Last time I said it, you just don't listen well enough. But I mean, not everyone is patient enough. You guys should be careful. Flowers don't really like being stepped on.
I immediately stop and look down.
They have feelings, so I'm told.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you damn vegans. Flowers have feelings too.
They can feel pain.
Yeah, vegans. Flowers feel pain.
Fucking vegan. That's what I like about this.
I gracefully start sidestepping all the flowers in my little dance.
I'm like, yeah, just like hopping from one leg to the other, trying not to hit the flowers now.
Yeah, and you all do manage
Fuck that
to get.
guy.
You guys get out of this valley, and there's a few more hills to conquer. Nothing of significance happens. And when you reach the top of the final hill, you come across what was once a magnificent city that has been abandoned for, based on the amount of vines and trees and vegetation taking the city back over. This city has been abandoned for hundreds, maybe even thousands of years. You can see kind of the old streets, the old paved streets, buildings, stones, and metals kind of wrapped in these vines. You hear the plants and animals and birds flying around the city. No humans, and the city seems to kind of be built into the side of a hill. And at the top of the hill, you see the only thing that seems to really not fit in. You see a throne made completely of skulls of different beings. And sitting on this throne is a woman.
I have a feeling this isn't where we're supposed to be.
And with that, we will end today's episode.
Ah!
YouTube, if you guys enjoyed, see you in the next one. Peace out. Say bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.